And greetings everybody, and welcome to another JeSter Reviews. And today I'm bringing you the Maquis Raider T6. Now this little ship is packed with all sorts of surprises, one of which is the Universal Console, the Plasma Storm module, which we'll get round to looking in a little bit, and another little feature which I've been struggling to pronounce, but it's called the phlogiston projector. I hope that's the right way to pronounce it. I've heard all sorts of other weird pronunciations of that, but never mind. I'm going with phlogiston. So yeah, if you think that's wrong, answers on a postcard, let me know. The phlogiston projector, it's an experimental weapon, and it emits an oxygen-rich mixture of gaseous elements, which basically comes from the Badlands, and it ignites them. It gives a violent reaction and briefly burns at temperatures comparable to a solar ejection. That's hot, isn't it? That's really hot. And it does cause structural damage to even the hardiest of starships, and I can attest to that because I have tried it on some Borg cubes. It's especially best when you do it at the rear of a ship, because you actually get an extra 33% damage. Oops, zoomed out a little bit too much there, didn't I? Another feature of this ship is something called the Innovation Mechanic, which requires the activation of 3 bridge officer abilities. And once you do that, you can have access to instinctive rerouting, and that gives a bonus to all subsystem power. That wasn't easy to say either, was it? Containment layering, temporary hull based on maximum hull. The Heisenberg decoupling, secondary shields based on your maximum shields. Plasma conduit purge, self-targeted plasma damage over time. Ingenious solutions, bonus to recharge speeds for bridge officer and captain abilities. And finally the Barclay maneuver, a photonic copy of the starship which uses ramming speed on a nearby foe. Wow. Now looking at the aesthetics of this ship, yeah, the front does look like a Breen helmet, but looks can be deceiving, and I suppose beauty is in the eye of the beholder. As you know, I am a little bit biased. I do like the standard Federation type design ships, but this ship has performed really well. So, you know, credit where credit's due. She's found her way into my fleet, and she features up there with my top ranking ships. Now then, just recently I have acquired the Baal Vanity Shield, and I quite like that. So what we'll do is I'll just pop the Baal Vanity Shield on now for you to look at, because I quite like it actually. Just bear with me a little bit. Let's pop into the visuals, and there we go. And it gives it this really nice dark, and I have to say, ominous look to it. I mean, it's difficult to see really, which is why I kept the original light colour on. Okay, let's have a quick look at the stats, and then we'll go to the bridge. Okay, so here we have a hull of 99,146. The shields are in the region of about 9,000. I could improve upon the shields, but I would lose my 4-piece bonus because I'm running the Temporal Defense Initiative set. So if I were to say put the disco shields on here, there you go, the hull goes up, the 4 shields go up, but I lose my 4-piece bonus, which is 4-piece bonus temporal fracture. Targets for 4 max, 10 kilometer range, 2 kilometer sphere, 2 minutes recharge. So I haven't yet figured out whether it's worth losing that. To be honest, I haven't had a problem with the 4-piece set or the shields, but you know, I may change that as time goes on if she starts getting a bit squishy. But anyhow, I've been enjoying her so much I haven't even had time to experiment with shields, would you believe? Which, you know, been alright. Anti-proton resists. Most of the resists actually disrupt electrical kinetic. Yeah, late 20s. Suppose could be better. Accuracy rating 92. Critical chance 24.3%. Critical severity 185.1. Now also with this ship it comes with a Silical, I hope it's pronounced that way, quantum slipstream drive. Now that's a built-in ability which allows improved sector space travel speed of 107.8, approximately warp 23 for 90 seconds instead of the normal 30 seconds. Reinitializing it takes 30 seconds instead of the normal 120 seconds. So that's yet another innovation of this ship, which I quite like. Okay, moving to the build, we have 5 weapons to the front and 1 to the rear. I'm running the Terran Task Force phaser beam, which is part of a 2-piece set with the ferrofluid assembly, I believe. And I've got a modifier of crit D times 3 with a proc and accuracy and another crit D. I'm running an advanced phaser beam array, again accuracy crit D with another modifier of 4 times critical damage. Quantum phase torpedo, which is part of a 3-piece set, and there you go, the quantum phase beam array. Now I'm running this, I've re-engineered this to a critical D times 2 with a critical hit and a proc. I've been meaning to change that critical hit, but I've just not got around to it just yet. Phaser beam array, which has got critical damage times 2 with pen. So this is the temporal set with the deflector, impulse, warp core and shields. The aft weapon is an advanced inhibiting phaser omnidirectional beam. Now that is part of a 2-piece set, which is there, the Universal Ordnance Accelerator, and the 2-piece set is giving us a 10% phaser weapon damage. In the devices, red matter capacitor and phase waveform beacon. Engineering consoles, binaural infusion circuits, and also the engineering Trillion D plating, which I'm looking to swap out. That was recently brought up to me in one of my YouTube reviews, and I am going to look at swapping that out for a fleet version, but I'll come back to you on that. The universal abrasive hazard shielding from my Arbiter, and this is the universal plasma storm module. Now this is visually impressive, to be honest with you, and give you some details on it. The Maquis Raider comes equipped with a plasma storm module universal console. Activating this ability will create a massive plasma storm at your target's location. The plasma storm deals plasma damage and pulls enemies into its center while drastically slowing their flight speed. This console also provides a passive bonus to Starship control expertise and Starship projectile generator skills. So it's 13.1 Starship exotic particle generator, improves exotic damage, 26.2 Starship control expertise. Generate plasma storm. Activating this ability will create a massive plasma storm at your target's location. Is that exactly the same as I've just read? Yes, it is. So it's a 10 kilometer range, 2 minute recharge, creates a plasma storm at the target for 30 seconds to foes within 3 kilometers of the storm. And it's 2,278.3 plasma damage every 0.5 seconds, 66.7% flight speed, so it reduces the flight speed of the attacked ship. Skills that affect this ability: Starship Exotic Particle Generator improves exotic damage. That's interesting. So I might have a look, see if have I got a particle generator anywhere. Let's have a look. Do I have one knocking about? Particle generator? No, can't see it. No, never have one when you won't need one, do you? Never mind. Well, we'll have a look for one of those later. Right, moving on. Universal Dynamic Power Redistributor Module. The Tachyokinetic Converter. Moving on to the tactical consoles, we have the Universal Hostile Acquisitions for the plus 30 accuracy rating and plus 30 Starship Control Expertise. We have the Universal Quantum Phase Converter, which we just spoke about, parts for 3-piece set. The Lorca Custom Fire Control, again, part of a set, but I'm only running this console. The Universal Ferrofluid Hydraulic Assembly, which we've already spoke about, and the Universal Obfuscation Screen. That wasn't easy to say. I always struggle with that one. Obfuscation Screen. Anyway, there it is. It's that. And that is giving me plus 10 accuracy rating, plus 10 defense rating, and plus 14.3 Starship damage control. And it's also very good as a clicky when you are close to being destroyed. If you click on this, you're basically untargetable for a period of time. I think it's 20 seconds, I think. And you gain 120% bonus all damage for the duration equal to the time that you've allowed it to carry on. So basically, when you've clicked on it, you're untargetable for about 20 seconds. If you let it go to the full 20 seconds, once it's finished, you get a bonus of 120% bonus damage, equal to that of the time that you were deactivated. So if you've got 20 seconds, you'll be able to use the bonus for 20 seconds. And if you couple that to all your other bits and pieces, your beam overload and your emergency power to weapons 3, and you're coming from the rear arc of a ship, you can cause quite a bit of damage there, along with your experimental weapon, the that I've forgotten how to pronounce it now. Phlogiston projector. Yes, there you go. Phlogiston. There we go. That anyway. So you can cause quite a lot of problems with that. So let's go to the bridge and have a look at the bridge officers. So here we are on the bridge of the Maquis Raider, and yes, I am extremely disappointed. Yeah, for such a really nice ship, I would have expected a nicer bridge. This is just a bog standard bridge, which, you know, we've been getting now for some time with various other ships. I think the last one was the Christmas event ship, but I'm really disappointed. I really am. I would have expected a better bridge than this. But while we're here, let's have a quick look around. So this console, we have access to library files. This console, contact duty officer stations. Let's see, that's well, crashing into things. And here we have access to the bank account. Yeah, I mean, look at this screen. I mean, it's awful, isn't it? It's not nice at all. And you know, Maquis Raider was expecting something a little bit smaller, akin to an escort bridge, you know. Right, so while we're here, let's have a look at the bridge officer stations. Let's see what we've got there. So here we go. We have 4 universal stations. The first one being a Lieutenant Commander Universal Station, which I've made into an engineering station. We have a Lieutenant Commander Universal Station, which I've made into a tactical station. And another Lieutenant Universal Station, which I've made into a science station. And we have another Universal Station, which I've made tactical. Now here we have a Commander Tactical Stroke Miracle Workstation, which, yeah, is more or less tactical. Well, it would, wouldn't it? Because it's a tactical miracle workstation. So, yeah, anyway, there we go. Enough said. So, technically speaking, I suppose you could have tactical, engineering, and 1 science. Or you could have a science station. So, yeah, this could be anything, really. I don't think it would be appropriate to do it as a tank. Yeah. Not as a raider. So I think I'm more or less edging towards a tactical build for this ship, but you know, I'm open to suggestions, and please feel free to drop me a line. Right, well, I think being very disappointed with this bridge, I don't think I should spend any more time on it. I don't think we can get off, can we? Let's have a look. No, can't go off there. So you've got no toilet facilities, nothing. You can't go off here. Yeah, so we've had it. Right, so we've done a lot of chatting, haven't we? We've looked at the outside, we've had a quick look on the inside. I would like to take an hour out for a run and show you what this ship can do, because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. So I'll see you in just a moment. Right, so here we are. The dreaded Borg. Right, let's get into them, shall we? What I'll try and do is I'll try to activate this plasma storm for you to have a look at it. There we go. As you can see, it's visually impressive, isn't it? Better put that plasma fire out, I think, with my hazard emitters cool down. There we go. Plasma fire. So we'll go get another one. I have been pleasantly surprised at how quick this ship can actually take Borg cubes down. So, but it's not on Elite, so probably just as well. Well, that went down very quickly. Was ours? Did we do that by ourselves? I think we did, you know. Yeah, if you're not careful, this turn rate can really catch you out. Right, there we go. Where is she? Oh, there she is. We'll detonate the War's plasma storm from this thing, shall we? There we go. Now the other thing is, where's the rear arc on this ship? I think back here. Is this the rear end? Or is this the front? Well, that's immaterial because it's gone now. Not just yet, thank you very much. Well, that was a really quick run, wasn't it? So I think what we'll do now is just to round off the evening, I'll do one more run and yeah, I think we'll call it a day. Right, so I should just see you in a few moments and I'll do another random run. See you then. So here we are, Sentinels.
We're in luck.
Oh, here we are.
Let's get to work.
Indeed.
We're carrying some defense satellites in the shuttle bay. Deploy them at key defense points, and Ja'ula will be in for a nasty surprise if she decides to.
Understood. Let's get the satellites in place. Right, we're off. So here we go.
Alachi fleet dropping out of warp.
Well, they would do.
Weapons.
I keep forgetting I need to get the rear arc of these ships to cause the maximum damage. There we go. Deploy satellite.
Okay, let's have a look. Sensors online.
Yep, okay, I agree. If we go to deploy our second satellite, speed up a little bit. Deploy the satellite.
Heads up! An Alachi fleet just dropped out of warp.
Well, I'm not surprised by that at all. Yeah, this ship can turn on a dime. It's really, really interesting because it can be quite hard work if you're not following the battle.
Knew this was too good to be true. Let's get satellite Gamma online while we can.
Right, we're on our way. What do you think? More Alachi?
I was afraid of this. More Alachi.
Well, we did wonder, didn't we? Right, we need to get to their rear arc. I do like this little ability. Temporal fracture. Yeah, that's quite a good ability, is that? I think I'll be using that a little bit more.
Alright, we have one satellite left. left to deploy. Let's get to work.
Well, she's performed quite well. I'm very pleased with her. Let's see if we can get these satellites deployed. Deploy satellite. And...
They're hitting satellite Alpha again.
oh, sneaky latches. Right, well, let's go to Alpha. And I think we'll detonate our plasma storm. Try and draw them all in one place. As you can see here, little doohickey, the innovation effect, locked out, rebooting.
Going after satellite Delta.
Right, let's head over to Delta and sort these Alachi out.
Getting readings from satellite Gamma. Looks like an Alachi flagship.
Oh, they're very sneaky, these Alachi, aren't they? Right, let's get over there. I think what we'll do is we'll unleash another plasma storm. Good effect. That is quite visually impressive. I remember when I first saw this effect, I did tell my friends in the fleet that I was in, and they didn't believe me. I had to take a picture of it for them to believe me how much of an effect this was having. Whoa, there we go. Well, there you go. The Maquis Raider. She's currently on sale at the Lobby store for 900 Lobby. So if you manage to complete the events that Cryptic have put up, where you can pick up, I think it's 1,000 Lobby, you'll be able to pick this ship up. Yes, she may be small, but she certainly packs a punch, doesn't she? And don't worry that she's not aesthetically pleasing. I think she's alright. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Yeah. Even though the front does look like a Breen helmet, but never mind. Right, well, without further ado, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and yeah, if you haven't already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like as well. That always goes down well. So, until next time, this is JeSter signing off. Hello? Yes, Mum, it's me. What's the matter? What do you mean, can I pick my sister up? I've just been fighting for my life with the Alachi. What do you mean? Don't be over dramatic. I'll pick your sister up in 10 minutes. I'm at the other end of the universe, Mum. Well, you just have to get someone else. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm not being over dramatic. Oh.